The money you have in your pocket right now might not actually belong to you.
I know, it sounds strange, but once you hear what I'm about to explain in this video, you will never look at money, your paycheck, or the very idea of wealth the same way again. Because money is not what you think it is. It's not simply a reward for hard work. It's definitely not a guarantee. Money is actually a massive illusion, a shared hallucination that we all agree to participate in. And the people who understand this illusion become wealthy. Those who don't work their entire lives. If you're ready, let's talk about the greatest deception in human history. Think about this for a moment. If you had to choose the greatest invention in the history of humanity, what would you pick? Fire? Maybe. It brought safety, warmth, food, civilization. Yes. The wheel? Possibly. Without it, trade and transportation would be nearly impossible. Writing? Probably. After all, writing is what made history itself possible. All of these could easily be the most important invention. They all change the destiny of humanity. But there's one invention almost no one thinks about, and yet it has shaped our lives more than fire, the wheel, or anything else. Money. Yes, money. But not just the stuff you're carrying in your pocket right now. Even the idea of money changed the course of human history. Because when money first appeared, the way humans perceived the world changed completely. But here's the most interesting part. Money is not something everyone actually holds. Money is not a physical object. It's a concept in the mind. Money is not a reality. It's a mutual agreement. Money is an illusion we collectively pretend is real. It's an uncomfortable truth, but also a liberating one. Because when money first emerged, humanity was struggling with a problem that seemed impossible to solve. Barter 1, chapter. The I don't have money, but I have a goat crisis. Imagine this. You're living thousands of years ago. You want to buy vegetables, but the only thing you have to trade is a goat. And the man in front of you is willing to give you just one small bag of vegetables for your entire goat. So what are you supposed to do? Trade an entire goat for a tiny bag of vegetables? It feels unfair, right? But you have no choice. This was the biggest flaw in the barter system. Value didn't match. And on top of that, the goods being traded spoiled over time. A man selling tomatoes couldn't store wealth for the whole year. A man making tents, he could be wealthy all year long just because of dumb luck. Some people were destined to stay poor forever. This is exactly where the need for money was born. People began using things that were rare yet desired by everyone as a store of value. Salt, animal skins, beads, seashell. But even those had flaws. Their value changed depending on where you were. A shell that was common in Africa was precious in the Pacific and worthless in China. Humanity needed something more stable, more standardized, more global. 2, chapter, the birth of metal money. This has exactly one unit of value. In 770 BC, China minted the world's first metal coin. Bronze, durable, portable, a revolution. Then the Lydians created coins made from electrum, a natural gold-silver alloy known as green gold. Kings stamped seals on them and declared, "This coin is worth this much." For the first time ever, a central authority decided the value of something. But kings quickly realized something. If they reduced the precious metal inside the coin, they could mint more money, lower their costs, increase their power. And so debasement, what we now call inflation, appeared in human history for the very first time. People realized something profound. Money is not real value. It is built entirely on trust. This sentence became the foundation of all economic history. 3, chapter, paper money. The illusion of I can always convert it to gold. Metal coins were heavy. Merchants traveling between cities couldn't carry tons of gold with them. So promissory notes were created. They carried the king's seal. Everyone trusted them. People believed, I can convert this into gold whenever I want. And for a while that was true. But then something surprising happened. No one wanted gold anymore. Everyone began accepting the paper itself. The paper gained value on its own. This was a psychological experiment on a global scale. Without even realizing it, we accepted this idea. A piece of paper can have value simply because we agreed on it thousands of years ago. And that's still how we live today. A 10,000 Singapore dollar banknote, 20 cents worth of paper, but thousands of dollars in value. Because someone once said, this is worth $10,000. And we all collectively said, okay, Chapter 4, the government's big discovery. Printing money solves everything. Over time, governments realized one thing. Printing money equals power with no cost. War coming? Print money. Infrastructure needed? Print money. Debt piling up? Print money. But no one was asking the real question. Where does the value of this money actually come from? The answer is very simple. From your labor, from your salary, from your purchasing power. Every new dollar printed quietly steals a little bit of value from the money already in your pocket. Chapter 5, the 2020 pandemic. 40% new money in just 18 months. When the world shut down in 2020, the U.S. government carried out the largest money printing operation in history. In just 18 months, 40% of all U.S. dollars in circulation were created. This was unprecedented. So what happened next? Everything got more expensive. Lumber tripled in price. Used cars suddenly became investments. Housing prices exploded. Restaurants got tired of reprinting menus. But salaries, they barely moved. Most people thought they weren't getting poorer because the number in their bank account stayed the same. But the truth was simple. If your money stays the same while prices rise, your purchasing power has fallen. It was like an invisible tax. Its name, inflation. Chapter 6, the hidden truth behind money. Assets get richer faster than cash. As more money is printed, money loses value. But assets, real estate, land stocks, gold, Bitcoin, tools of production skill, all of these gain value against money. That's why wealthy people don't hold cash. They hold assets. That's how the game works. In fact, if you look at the Dow Jones measured in gold, it's been almost flat since 1997. So the stock market looks like it's rising in dollar terms, but in real value, it's barely moving. Chapter 7, the great illusion of money. It feels like you're getting rich, but labor hasn't changed. Production hasn't changed. Real value hasn't changed. But as money increases, prices rise right along with it. Do you know what the system is showing you? Look, your salary is now $10,000, but the thing you used to buy for $6,000 now costs $12,000. So your salary didn't really increase. They just shifted the zeros upward because your money lost value through inflation. This is the most deceptive illusion of all. Chapter 8, the first step to financial freedom, learning to play the money game. First, let's accept this. Money is a game. It has rules. It has winner. It has loser. But most people don't even realize they're playing a game. If all you do is save money, unfortunately, you're losing. If you invest in assets that rise in value as money is printed and inflation grows, you're winning. That's the whole point. In the end, the wealthy buy assets and convert money. The middle class saves money. The poor depend on money. Understanding this is the first step toward freedom and wealth. Chapter 9, there are things more valuable than money. Skill and production. Throughout history, the people who survived every crisis were always the same group. Those who produce something, those who provide food, those who can repair those with real skills. Money eventually collapses. Money loses value sooner or later. Money changes over time, but skill is a currency that never collapses. A carpenter, a farmer, a craftsman, a programmer, their value never drops to zero in any crisis. That's why accumulating skills, not cash, is the only real and necessary form of security. Chapter 10, final. Which side of the game will you be on? Money may be an illusion, but it is absolute power. It's built on trust, yet it shapes the world no matter what. Its invention is simple, but its impact is enormous. Money is a game everyone is playing, whether they realize it or not. And those who don't understand the game are doomed to lose for life. Those who only save money get poorer. Those who use and manage money get richer. Those who buy assets eventually control the system. So here's the final question. Will you be on the side watching your money melt during every collapse, or on the side of those who understand the game and see opportunities? The choice is entirely yours. Closing, maybe something clicked in your mind while watching this video. Maybe you realize that many things you thought were normal are actually illusions. Maybe for the first time you saw the real and uncomfortable face of money. If this video gave you a new perspective, if it helped you see things more clearly, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and join us in the next episode.
Because history, economics, and money all meet here. And they tell a story far more interesting than you were ever told. And those who listen to that story correctly are always one step ahead. See you